A pleasure to me all at last, and welcome back once again to I Found It First. When it comes to the Wisconsin Dells June 2022 trip, 3 years had passed since that whole thing transpired. And what I will say is that ever since that whole thing went down, there sure has been a lot of different things that have unfolded. We got to go to a lot of places. We got to take a few days off from school and or work just to ensure that we could spend some leisure time out there whenever needed. And because I spent my 23rd birthday out in the Dells, there had to be a lot of things to share out there. Whether it be by social media accounts I've since closed down because why need social media anymore when there's important things in life to work on? And then of course, we could talk about how in the last 2 seasons of I Found It First, this was more about re-sharing old memories that I have way back in the day. And more importantly, a lot of old videos that had since been removed because of the blackout period. But what I'm here for today is, of course, another attraction at Mount Olympus. While we didn't exactly get much footage in regards to most of the other things that happened during that time, like I said, we didn't just do Mount Olympus that day, but we also went ahead and took a few holes at the Pirates Cove golf course, as well as some dinners spent at the Ishnala Club. But that's just to name a few things. But in terms of other things I did, well, at Mount Olympus, there of course was the unique swinging chairs. While this ride certainly was something that's a lot more commonplace in theme parks even to this day, this one especially has held a lot of old memories of mine. Especially because this one was the very first that I ever did in theme park history. And while I have done many more of them like this of course still does remain the very first. And the last time of course I rode on that was in June 2022. So let's take a quick look at it. And I feel like that wraps this part up quite nicely, actually. So, I feel like that while we're almost done with this whole thing, I still got a 5th and final piece regarding the 2022 trip to the Dells. And I'm sure that at some point in the future, I might have to go back to the Wisconsin Dells, regardless of what else goes on here. But before we do anything like that, there's sure to be a lot of other stuff that unfolds. I mean, June 2025 was incredibly busy. I went to a couple museums, went out of state twice, had my 26th birthday, and on top of all that, there was a wedding I had to attend to. Yeah, no joke. And just knowing the fact that I had been doing a lot of my work in between all that really is something that has taken probably a lot of energy, mentally and physically. I'm more than willing to take a few days off from this if I have to make all of this a little more simpler. But I feel like that, for now, we'll just focus on the immediate tasks at hand. I can only get my rest whenever I'm done with my work altogether. So, stay tuned for the 5th and final component of the Wisconsin Dells trip tomorrow. And I will see you guys then.